Hey there everybody, Mental Fox here. Thank you so much for joining me on this playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition, and thank you to everyone who has taken the time to subscribe to my channel. I'm getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, which is very exciting, and it's going to be exciting for you guys too. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers, make sure you come back to my channel and see what I have posted and what I have in store for once I reach 1,000 subscribers. So, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing and help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. We're back here in the Skyhold. And these people here are talking about Mother Giselle.
So
Let's
the
listen
less
in.
he does, the more he's real. But old gods, archdemons, the more they do, the less they're gods.
Right. That's the story I got when I was little.
Maybe the Elder One got different stories.
Okay. So at the end of the last episode, I said that we were going to head back to Skyhold so that I could take care of some inventory. And that's exactly what I did. I got my inventory down to 20 of 90, which is kind of nice. Didn't make any changes to anybody's armor or weapons because the stuff that we've been picking up in the Emerald Graves isn't all that great anyway. I think the only upgrades I did were I gave a couple of people a couple of better amulets or something, but that was it. But one thing that I saw when I was running back here was I was running up this way and I noticed that I could examine this, and I didn't notice that before. So I wanted to see what it was, but I didn't want to do it without you guys. I waited till you guys joined me. So let's examine this. Proper Andraste ×2. Cataloging Skyhold. Sculptured Andraste ×2 in Orlais sourced stone. Proper Andraste, this one. Solid for a human sculpture, made to last. Polish and leave for Mother Giselle to reconsecrate or whatever. I leave their work to them, Mason Gatsi. Which reminds me that in a previous episode, we finally completed collected all of the pieces to one of our mosaics, and it looks like it might be this one right here. So I wonder if we talk to him now, if he'll have something to say about a completed mosaic.
Inquisitor.
Can you interpret the meeting?
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
Oh, okay. Codex unlocked. The Mason's Tales Sacrifice. Ooh. Let's read that. Let's see. Would that be under Tales, since it's called the Mason's Tales? For some reason, I doubt it, but we'll see. The Mason's Tales. Would it be under T for the or M for Masons? I think it's the way they alphabetize it. It's under T for the. See, we went from the L to the P. So where is the Mason's Tales? I ask you. I ask you this question. All right, let's look in the M's. Okay, so apparently the Mason's Tales aren't in Tales. Would it be under History? The Mason's Tales, Sacrifice. So this is pertaining to the mosaic called Sacrifice, the one that we have completed thus far. From what I can gather, this one is called Sacrifice. I'll get back to that later. By two sculptors, and I'll get back to that sooner. The sculptors gone to the trouble of faces. I'd guess she worked from portraits, which means they were people who considered themselves important enough to need them. The scene is a classic example of don't do this because the sculptor hates them. It's in the way it's carved, all fast, hard edges, uglier than they need to be, even for your average Tevinter who, and this isn't just me, mind, stands like a lanky vein of lyrium. But don't mistake that for sloppy carving. It's natural, practiced. The carver knows Tevinter. Bet she is one, and it's self-hate, probably. And obvious enough, there's skulls all over, and two big and horned. That brings to mind your Kunari, and fair enough, right? Tevinters hate Kunari, and have ever since they showed up. No Magister wants his mouth contradicted, let alone stitched. So it makes sense they're there, even that early, I suppose. Because this is probably that business of readying to invade the Fade, and giants with horns are a good motivator to sodding hurry up, Odd thing, though, is that those two are not the only kunari in the carving. The one in the middle was sculpted with horns, and someone has gone in later and chipped them off. You can tell by the surface of it. Well, maybe you can't, but I can. Seen it happen time and again. Tastes change, and the ancestors' nudes are subtly embarrassing. So in comes a new hand to paint on some clothes, and here, judging by the marks, to cut away horns and make the victim look human. Some proud new owner didn't want to throw out the antiquity, but also didn't want people to think Grandma sliced up kunari. Looks like they didn't care if she kept their heads around, though. So, the carvers both wanted to show Tevinter being shits, but the later one didn't want to show what about. And that's usually to avoid blame or deny credit. Or to be an arse, I suppose. That's quite a write-up there, Gatsi. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, this, I'm assuming, is the mosaic he was referring to, since it's the only one that we've completed so far. Although I'm not real sure I see what he was talking about, because he was talking about a kunari in the middle. But there you have it. There you have it. So, being in Skyhold, we do what we do in Skyhold, which is check in on our War Council party. Let's see if she has anything new to say. We haven't talked to her in a while.
It's good to see you.
Ah, do you have anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us.
All right. Do we have any guests?
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Marquise Hedinel is here, but Her Grace sent her apologies for missing dinner. Allergies, I'm afraid.
Allergies to what?
Wheat, eggs, honey, meat, most fish, some poultry, and even peppers, winter fruits, and every nut under the sun.
What does the Marquise subsist on?
No spite, according to her siblings, as the Marquise had the fortune to be firstborn of her family. Try to avoid invitations to any of their luncheons.
Indeed. All right. I'll see you again in this next room, Josephine. I don't know how she beats me in here, but she does every time. I don't know if she has like a secret passageway or what. To the wall table. Oh, let's see here. A favor returns. My dear ambassador, please convey our heartfelt thanks to the Herald for the kind gift to young Baldwin. Andraste and the Wyvern is his favorite bedtime story, and the stuffed wyvern toy has already become his most favored companion. We are shocked that news of the Inquisition's formation did not reach us for so long. We would be most interested in offering our support for your holy cause, and shall be sending an emissary directly. Cordially, Wilhelm Augustine. P.S. Enclosed is a drawing young Baldwin has done of himself and the Herald riding wyverns. I am to convey that his wyvern's name is Burned and the Herald's is Otto. And we received some influence for that. Where's the picture? I want to see it. Oh well. Unmask those across the sea. Compliments to your spy master. She is a resourceful woman. Once she traced our agent to Cayman Bray. The match was ruled in her favor. Tell Sister Leliana to call off her dogs. Save them for Corypheus. We suspect also that she has gotten all she can from Sir Helmuth. A caterpillar on a leaf does not know there is a forest about him. You will hear no more from us. Our intention was to watch, and we have seen enough. Corypheus threatens us all, and the Inquisition is Thedas' only hope for stopping him. Remember that for the moment we are not your enemy. As a gesture of goodwill, we share our knowledge. May it prove valuable in your coming battle. On behalf of powers across the sea, the Executors, and we received a Master Demon Slaying rune. That's pretty cool. Thank you, I guess. And over here in Ferelden, we've got a crew of adventurers, another delivery from the Trails of Sutherland's company. The group may not be on the minds of heads of state, but they've certainly brought word of the Inquisition to any number of people, and we received firm two-handed half for that. Okay. Let's go back over here and look at all these missions there are in our lay. We've got one up here called Negotiate a Deal for Weapon Plans. Oh, I recently became aware of a talented and inventive young blacksmith from the Anderfels. Once we were introduced through my extensive connections, I negotiated a deal to obtain his weapon plans for the Inquisition. Unfortunately, I have just now been outbid by a nobleman from Valdorma who maintains a private army. I would hate to lose those designs. Is there anything we can do? Sir Morris, Quartermaster. Leliana says, the Inquisition's need is greater. Leave this to me. I will have this nobleman persuaded. Josephine says, I could attempt to find a compromise. Knowledge can be shared, after all. I'm sure the nobleman will be reasonable. Why don't you do that, Josephine? I like compromise.
Inquisitor.
Okay. Ooh, there's one hiding back here. If I can get to it. No, not quite. Truth or Dare, the Endgame. Okay. Ambassador Montelier, we have never met, but I believe you have, through discreet means, saved me from a most disagreeable connection. As I dislike being indebted to anyone, I shall endeavor to repay you with a news item of some interest. Were you aware that the Grand Duchess of Leeds recently paid a visit to Lake Celestine? Indeed, she stayed an entire fortnight as a guest of Duke Alvin Blanchard of Valmontaigne. In light of her other connections and the curious amount of coin which spread across the region in the aftermath, you may wish to pay him a call. Sincerely, Duke Valère Fontaine. Oh, let's see. Josephine would have said if Duke Blanchard is conspiring with Florian, the Imperial Court would like to know. Leliana says, send our agents in, we can expose his connection to Florian for all the world to see. That sounds pretty nasty. Let's do that.
Inquisitor.
Let's see. Aid those impacted by the Civil War. The Imperial Army will aid the Inquisition's forces against Corypheus, but they must also address lingering issues at home. Weaknesses in the Vale, no doubt heightened due to rifts, have resulted in demons on the road between Valforêt and Montsimard. This would demand a call to action at the best of times. Unfortunately, the increased number of travelers on the roads, merchants attempting to restore trade and displaced civilians returning home after the war, has made the situation worse. The head of the Imperial Army has requested assistance from the Inquisition in subduing this threat. Let's see what Josephine would have done. She would have said, merchants often travel with armed escorts, but civilians require safe shelter. We could petition the Chantry for aid on their behalf. Leliana would have said, I doubt the army needs the assistance of a full complement of soldiers. My agents could scout the roads and divert travelers away from the worst areas. Cullen says, a chance to solidify our alliance and prove ourselves their equal. A joint venture will also increase our understanding of Imperial Army structure and tactics. That sounds fantastic, Cullen. I like it. Get on it. Okay, that's all there is to do in here. Let's get the heck out of here. Thanks for coming, Morgan. I don't really know why you're here, but thanks. Okay, so with our war council busy, I guess we'll head back to the Emerald Graves and see if we can't clean that place up. So let's bring up our map. And where is the Emerald Graves? Here's the Emerald Graves. To the Emerald Graves we go. Oh, let's pick a place to go to. I'm going to go to this most northernmost camp. Man. Which is this one right here. So we're going to travel here. And I think what I want to do is bring my elven people with me in my party. Because I want to go back here and talk to these elves again. And see if having our elves with us can make a different outcome over here. Because right now there's like some doors we can't make our way through. What else we got? Lover's Promise, Observing the Menace. We got some rifts and a logging stand. And some Delirium and some Last Wishes. Okay, nothing that looks like it's party member specific up there. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll travel here. I said we will travel here. And like I said, we'll bring our elven characters with us. That means Sarah and Solace. And I need a warrior. I can't bring Blackwall with me because we don't know where he is. I need to go find him. So will it be Cassandra? We just traveled with Cassandra, so let's go ahead and bring Iron Bull with us. Maybe Iron Bull and Solace will continue their chess match. Here we go. Alright, back to Direstone in the Emerald Graves. What is up with Sarah? What is up with her health here? I don't know, man. Let's go ahead and upgrade her. Upgrade? Level her up. And then we'll heal her. So she is also a Tempest. Killer's Alchemy. You can use more concentrated elixirs that give you an uncanny edge in battle. You do bonus damage with all attacks for a short time. Whenever you use an elixir or a potion, the effect stacks. Sure. Oh, I already have her. I gave her that. Ride the Storm. The effects of your elixirs last longer if you activate one immediately after another expires. Yeah, sure, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, we will just rest real quick so that she gets her health back. I don't know what's up with that. She must have had a hard time traveling through whatever we traveled through to get here. Oh, I want to replenish my supply of bees. Excuse me. Jar of bees. Yeah, so click, click. And let's check out my other party members. Sarah, let's go ahead and max her out. And Solace, let's max him out. And Iron Bull, let's max him out. Okay, wow, 42 Alfred, that's pretty cool. Alrighty. So like I said, I wish there was a fast travel point between here and there, but there's not. But this is where I want to go. So I think our best bet would be to hop on a mount and just travel up there quickly. As quickly as possible. So away we go through beautiful emerald graves. Come on now, you can make it up that hill. Come on. I know it's difficult. Come on now, let's go. Is this... what the... how did I not see this quarry before? This quarry doesn't even show up on my map. What the hell? That's weird. I have a perk that spots these things. Alright. Okay, I claimed a quarry. Strange. Alright, here we go. Let's go. It's just water. It's not gonna hurt you. Where am I? So, I'm considering doing this. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I just happened to see this somewhere. I don't normally go out and search out information on the games that I'm currently playing because I don't like spoilers, but I just happened to be on a gaming website. And there was mention of like a secret quest here. Let me see if I could find it. It's right around here, I think. Put your weapon away. Put your weapon away, everybody. And I think it's right through here. Is this where it is? Yeah, okay. So you see this little thing right here? It's like a little teeny tiny cave, right? And it's got some flowers on it, which I believe to be crystal grace, right? Well, apparently, if you jump up on this thing, if you jump on it 50 times, a quest will appear, right? So I'm going to jump on this thing 50 times, and I'm not going to make you guys watch all 50 jumps. So I'm going to jump on it 50 times and then edit it so that we see what happens after jumping on it 50 times. So here I go. Whoops, I fell off of it. Oh, I fell off. What the hell? I was totally pressing the wrong button. Okay, here we go. Start jumping. Get out of my way!
Deviating from the plan. No accounting for whimsy. Small differences lead to fatal consequences. I'm sorry.
What? Oh, man.
Bring
Get out of my way,
faith,
bull.
Bring hope. Bring a dream of life.
Okay. So I was jumping on this thing, and things were
Need
going...
more.
There we go.
Have to be ready.
Okay. All right. So anyway,
Not time to come out. No. Not yet.
Okay, this guy's very chatty. So I was jumping on this thing, and I got to around 40 or so, 40 jumps. And then Bull comes over here, and he kind of like noses his way in front of me and basically pushes me off of it. And then I couldn't get around Bull to jump on it anymore, right? And so then this voice said something about deviating from the plan, as you just heard. And then he said a couple of other things. And then I guess I jumped on it enough, and then this little quest popped up right here. So, the Tiniest Cave, Crystal Grace gathered. 8 of 10. Return with 10 Crystal Grace flowers. So, we need to find 2 more Crystal Grace flowers and then come back to this Tiniest Cave. So, this is the quest that you get if you come in here and jump on that thing 50 times. I don't know how in the world people found that out, but they did. So if I come across 2 more Crystal Grace, we will return here with it, and we'll see what happens after that. So there you go. There's our strange little quest that, like I said, I don't know how on earth people figured that out. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. So I'm not going to go out of my way to look for Crystal Grace. When we come across it, I'll go ahead and pick it up. And then we'll have to remember to come back to the little cave there. So, I guess I'll hop back on my mount since we have such a long trek over here. Back to where the elves are.